Welcome to iForbes Sports. I'm Sophia, and it's the last playdate of the NBA regular season, and I'm here to give you the results of all games played today as the play-in cast are now complete. And it's now time for NBA playoffs.
In the first game, the Indiana Pacers puts on an offensive prowess in their final game of the regular season as they blows out the visiting Atlanta Hawks 157-115. The win officially lands the Pacers the 6th spot and will be playing against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the NBA playoffs. In the second game, the Boston Celtics finishes the regular season in style with a 132-122 victory against the Washington Wizards to get their 64th win and officially ends the regular season as the overall top seed with 64 wins and just 18 losses. In the third game, the Miami Heat took care of business at home with a 118-103 victory against the eliminated Toronto Raptors. The Heat officially enters the play-in games and will play against the Philadelphia 76ers for the right to claim the 7th seed and a date with the New York Knicks in the first round. In the fourth game, Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks have claimed the 2nd seed in the East in an overtime win at home against the Chicago Bulls 120-119. It was a great run for the Knicks as they win their 5th straight game to officially claim East's second-best team heading into the playoffs. For the 5th game, the Charlotte Hornets ended their season in a good note with a road victory against the Cleveland Cavaliers 120-110. It was a non-bearing game for the Cavs, who still officially finished the regular season at 4th place and will be playing against the Orlando Magic in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoff with a home court advantage. In the 6th game, the Orlando Magic secures an official playoff berth with a win over the Milwaukee Bucks at home 113-88. The Magic claims the 5th seed and sets up a first-round date with the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs. In the 7th game, the Philadelphia 76ers took care of business at home as they defeated the Brooklyn Nets 107-86. The win, however, still not enough to get them an automatic playoff berth as they now entered the play-in games as the 7th seed and will play the dangerous Miami Heat. In the 8th game, the NBA defending champs wins on the road 126-111 over the Memphis Grizzlies to claim the West's 2nd seed and will be waiting for the winner of the Orleans Pelicans game to be their first-round playoff opponent. In the 9th game, the Sacramento Kings wins at home 121-82 against the Portland Trail Blazers. The Kings settled for the 9th spot and will be playing against the Warriors in a play-in game to stay in a hunt for a playoff berth. In the 10th game, the Golden State Warriors wins at home against the Utah Jazz 123-116 to finish the regular season at 10th place. The Warriors will be in Sacramento for a knockout play-in game match. In the 11th game, the Oklahoma City Thunder officially claims the West overall top seed as they beat the Dallas Mavericks at home 135-86 blowout win. The Thunder will still await their opponents as 4 teams still clashes in play-in games. In the 12th game, the San Antonio Spurs ended their season in a positive note as they beat the Detroit Pistons at home 123-95 in battle of 2 eliminated teams. In the 13th game, the Phoenix Suns claims the 6th seed with a huge road victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves 125-106. These same 2 teams will be meeting in the first round of the NBA playoffs, with the Wolves having a home court advantage as the 3rd seed. In the 14th game, the Houston Rockets wins on the road 116-105 against the playoff-bound Los Angeles Clippers in a non-bearing game. In the 15th and final game today, the Los Angeles Lakers puts themselves in a better position in the play-in games as they get the 8th seed as they defeated the New Orleans Pelicans on the road 124-108. Both teams will be playing against each other again in New Orleans in a play-in game for the right to be the 7th seed and will be facing the NBA defending champion Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference first-round playoffs.
Now, let's take a look at the final NBA team standings as the NBA regular season ended today to see the playoff matchups and who ended in the play-in games.
The Oklahoma City Thunder officially claimed the Western Conference top overall seed with 57 wins and 25 losses as they ended the NBA regular season with a 5-game winning streak to snatch the top seed. The Thunder will still await their opponent in the first round as 4 teams will still be playing in the play-in games. Settling at the second spot is the NBA defending champions Denver, also with 57 wins and 25 losses but lost the tiebreaker with the Thunder. The Nuggets will be playing against the winner of the Pelicans-Lakers play-in game as their opponent in the playoff first round. At third place is the Minnesota Timberwolves with 56 wins and 26 losses. They will be playing the Phoenix Suns in a 7-game playoff series in the first round. Claiming the fourth spot is the Los Angeles Clippers with 51 wins and 31 losses and will have a playoff series against the Dallas Mavericks and a home court advantage. At fifth spot is the new powerhouse Dallas Mavericks with 50 wins and 32 losses and will officially play against the Clippers in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Snatching the sixth spot is the Phoenix Suns with 49 wins and 33 losses, riding on a 3-game winning streak going into a playoff series against the Timberwolves. Going down at seventh spot is the New Orleans Pelicans with 49 wins and 34 losses and will be in a mouth-watering showdown again against the Lakers in a play-in game. At eighth spot is the Los Angeles Lakers, who finishes the regular season with 47 wins and 35 losses. They will now have 2 chances to make it to the official playoff roster as they play the Pelicans in their first play-in game. Settling for ninth is the Sacramento Kings with 46 wins and 36 losses. They will be hosting the Golden State Warriors in a do-or-die playoff game for the right to stay alive and a chance to play for the 8th seed. 10th place belongs to the Golden State Warriors, who will finish the regular season with 46 wins and 36 losses. It will be a monumental task ahead as they needed to win twice just to make it to the playoffs. A loss will officially eliminate them. Wrapping up the Western Conference standings are the eliminated teams in the 11th to 15th spots. The Houston Rockets, Utah Jazz, the Memphis Grizzlies, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Portland Trail Blazers, who all played their last regular season games today and officially ended their season. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics is the top dog of the NBA regular season as they get the NBA top overall seed with 64 wins and 18 losses, and the only team that got to 60 wins this season. Officially claims the second spot is the New York Knicks, who finished the regular season in a 5-game winning streak and a 50 wins and 32 losses record. The Knicks now awaits the winner of the Sixers and Heat play-in games as their opponent in the first round. Settling for the third spot is the Milwaukee Bucks with 49 wins and 33 losses. They ended the regular season in a 2-game losing streak and will be playing against the Indiana Pacers in the East first-round playoffs with a home court advantage. At the fourth spot is the Cleveland Cavaliers with 48 wins and 34 losses. The Cavs will be playing the Orlando Magic in the East first-round playoffs with a home court advantage. Finishing their regular season at fifth spot is the Orlando Magic with 47 wins and 35 losses and a date with the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of NBA East playoffs. Snatching the sixth place is the Indiana Pacers, who also had 47 wins and 35 losses. They now face the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of NBA playoffs. Despite winning 8 in a row, settling in the seventh spot is the Philadelphia 76ers, also with 47 wins and 35 losses. It is unfortunate for the Sixers having the worst record amongst tied teams, as they ended up in a play-in game with the Miami Heat for the right to officially claim the 7th spot and a date with the New York Knicks in the first round. In the 8th place is the dangerous dark horse Miami Heat, with 46 wins and 36 losses, and will be in a mouth-watering clash against the Sixers in the play-in games. At the 9th place is the Chicago Bulls with 39 wins and 43 losses and will play the Atlanta Hawks in another play-in game. 10th spot belongs to the Atlanta Hawks with 36 wins and 46 losses. Both the Hawks and the Bulls needs to win twice in the play-in mini tournament to be able to secure a playoff series spot. Now here are the eliminated teams from 11th to 15 spots. The Brooklyn Nets, Toronto Raptors, the Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, and the Detroit Pistons have all played their final games today as their season officially ended today.